And then go ahead and bring yours a little closer so you can like get comfortable and then just sit back. There you go. You just talk normal.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yes, you sound good.
Just like Selena.
There you go. See?
Beady beady bum bum.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Slav on the Pod, episode 50. This is a big milestone for me. So first off, I want to introduce two of my favorite people in the whole wide world. My parents, mommy and daddy,
Hello.
Abraham and Sylvia. Cheers, guys. Episode 50. Cheers.
Cheers.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you this special message.
All right, everybody, let's take a real quick break. I just gotta, do a little something right here. Obviously, as you guys all know, recently I started this fitness journey, which includes meal prepping and actually watching what I eat. But thanks to the new sponsor of the podcast, CaterFit. CaterFit provides me with healthy, well-proportioned meals. Thursday, I place my order. Sunday, deliver to me. Meals for the week prepared by some of the best chefs in Arizona. I just recently went to go pick up some meals, and lovely at the food boutique. She provided us with some very, very, very amazing meals. I went and had some lunch over there. They gave me some teriyaki chicken, which was amazing, by the way. And she's such a sweet lady. I'll post a little picture of her right here, chef right here. And dude, the only thing you have to do is eat the meal provided. I mean, it's so easy. You too can enjoy these meals to help you reach your fitness goals. Just go to caterfityuma.com to place your order. Once again, that's www.caterfityuma.com. You can also go into the shop. They usually have little things set up on the side. Let me see. I'm gonna go to their website. They have like a few things more. They got these green detox smoothies, very berry smoothies, some peanut butter banana smoothies, which that's probably one of my favorites. The peanut butter banana goes good with everything. And these protein energy bars, they're so good. Like I told you before, the first time they gave me some meals. They gave me a few of these cookies, but yeah, they're like good for you, and then they taste even better. Once again, you guys, thank you, CaterFit Yuma. That's www.caterfityuma.com. Go place your order. They'll have it ready for you. Go pick it up. They can come drop it off where you're at. Very, what's the word? Convenient. Very convenient. I mean, I'm one of those people that, I get home and I'm starving and it's already like 9-10 o'clock at night. Last thing you want to do is cook some food, but, you remember, oh, shoot, that's right. I just placed an order and I have all these amazing meals. All I got to do is pop them in the microwave for about 2.5-3 minutes and they're ready to go. Usually I don't like leftover meals. That's why I don't like meal prepping myself just because I don't like microwave foods, but I don't know what it is. They put their sprinkle a little magic in it. And when you microwave it, it tastes fresh. I'm not even I'm not lying. They're really, really good. They have so many options, but just go on their website, check them out. Tell them Slav on the Pod sent you. Maybe that helps me and it helps them as well. So once again, CaterFit Yuma, thank you guys for sponsoring the podcast.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Oh man, so as you guys all know, it's been a while. I haven't really posted in a while just because a lot of things been going on. Obviously, these are two very busy people. It was hard just to schedule like all this in one. My dad's hardworking, my mom's hardworking, so it's like, and I'm somewhat working, so it was kind of hard scheduling all this stuff. But we finally got it. Time has finally came, and it's a big thing for me. I finally reached episode 50.
Yay!
Yeah.
Congratulations, son.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you. Real quick, how does this feel? So like, for you guys, like growing up, like what was like something that big you guys always wanted to do that you guys never got around to, whether it was life or I don't know, having kids at a young age or just something in general that got in the way? Like what was like what was a dream you guys once had? I just want to start off with this real quick.
You first, ladies first.
Dream as a kid. Well, I think I've told you before, I wanted to go be a lawyer and play softball for UCLA, and just life took a different turn. So for me, I think if I think back to what I ever wanted to do when I was younger, that's what I wanted to do.
Play college ball? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I came along.
Oh, don't say it.
And ruined it. No, I'm just kidding.
Not
so for you, what age did you have me at? Because as you guys know, I always say facts wrong. I say that I was born in different places. I say that I was here and I wasn't there. And I say I was born at this time. So how old were you when I was born? If that's okay to say. Actually, hold on. Do we have like a safe word? Is there something like if there's something I ask or say, should we like be like, okay, I'm not ready for that? What's our safe word?
Turtle.
Turtle?
Turtle.
Turtle?
Turtle's fine.
All right, so turtle. So if at any point I ask a question you guys are uncomfortable with, just say turtle.
All right. So back to your question. I had you when I was 20. So that puts you and I
20 years apart.
20 years apart.
So I'm 28 and you're
48.
I'll bleep it out. And yeah, so and so I know a lot of people had some of these questions. There's a lot of questions, but I know one that really sticks out is having me at such a young age. How did that change kind of your path as far as like things you wanted to do, go play college ball and stuff? Like at what like did it click in your mind at one point where you were just like, okay, like I gotta buckle down now, I'm gonna have a kid? How come you didn't end up like? How come there wasn't? What got in the way of continuing pursuing your dreams? I guess
My life became all about you, and I didn't see beyond that. It's all about you.
Yeah, I know, and I remember. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember like you going to work, I go to school, and then I get off school, and then you take me to soccer practice, and you go back to work to another job, and then I get off soccer practice, and then you come pick me up. And then what jobs did you have at the time?
The beginning, that would have been Valley Sand and Gravel. Haven't seen them in forever.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one was the California Bakery.
Oh.
It was actually where Top of the Crest is now. Used to be
Oh.
California Bakery.
Nice.
So I did those two. And then don't forget going to school and then going to the gym. So we did everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
So you guys caught me on a lie, or not a lie, but so you didn't graduate from college, like I said you did. So that wasn't a real thing. So if you guys,
I went to some college, but I didn't complete.
Yeah.
And I don't have my GED. I actually have my diploma.
yeah, I'm sorry. I just assumed back in the day everyone just got their GED. I don't know. Everyone was just having kids and GEDs.
No, back in the days, we were fortunate enough. And shout out to Chona Maddow and Deborah Delgado, my mama and my sister. And they allowed me to use their address in Winter Haven, where we live now. And I was able to go to the adult high school program.
Oh, that's what it was.
So I had the full-time job. I'd go take classes at lunch and then go back to work, pick you up after the after-school program. Then we'd go to the gym, and yeah, it was busy, but we did it.
Yeah.
So I am proud class of 1990. No. Oh. Yes, class of 99, San Pasqual. Yes.
Oh, nice. Same as you, Dad?
Nope.
He was what, 98?
93. You might
2001.
criminal.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Duh.
We
So-
were super seniors. Chona says we were super seniors.
Super seniors by Chona Maddow.
So then, Dad, so back to you now. So around when you were growing up, what was your ideal, like, dream job or what you wanted to do at the time before life got in the way?
It was pretty simple. It was just going out and racing. And if I wasn't racing, I was going to other races out in coliseums and just wanted to be out and about, always involved in racing. That's all I wanted to do, and that's what I did.
Is that something that you at one point thought was going to be like like your job, like a career, something you get paid to do?
No, I didn't see it that way. I just seen it as a bunch of fun and getting drunk and staying up with friends and having good times. I mean, life is short. All I wanted was a simple life, and that consisted of partying.
And back in the day, what else? I know you did a few other things. You rode motorcycles. You were a sponsored skater
That is
in
correct.
town.
Zulu's, if anybody remembers. It was there right by the Red Wing store there in the cul-de-sac. But more than anything, that was just a milestone to be part of, skating. You can't get enough of it. It's always giving your fellow skater props for anything that he pulled off. You always wanted to do him one over, just try to make it happen. But what I liked most was just the camaraderie, and we always had a good time. We made the best of what we had.
Hell yeah. And I thank you because I don't even say I think, but it was because of you that I fell in love with skating. Like I said, maybe I said this wrong again, but on the last podcast, episode 49, I remember you guys. So this, if I'm not mistaken, you guys got me rollerblades as a Christmas gift, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep. And then you kept those, and those are the ones that you and Sky put. We got you helmets, knee pads,
Wrist guards.
guards, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Well, somehow, Dad was outside in the front with you at Grandma's house back when we lived here, and you fell. You fell back to where your eyes went back and everything. And so I went outside, and Dad was looking at me like, oh, boy, because he didn't put your helmet on. Do you remember that?
No, I probably don't remember because I hit my head.
Probably. And then on your one episode, you said, well, the skate park in Fontana. It was the skate park in Rancho Cucamonga. Where Dad took a little digger.
Yep, off of Spruce, trying to show his boys.
See, I got Spruce right. I knew that was right.
Yeah, trying to show you guys that I still had it, but, well, let's just say I did the best I could with what I had, and as a cowboy would say, I ain't got it, but I'll give you my best today, and that's about it.
And then all the little kids at the skate park were like, cool, that's your dad.
Yeah, and like, I feel bad now because as I got older, I realized like that was the cool thing, that my parents were always there for at the skate park or at the sporting events. And I guess it was just one of those things, like the stigma or like movies was like, oh, like mom and dad are here, like they're like cramping my style or like embarrassing me. But no, it was actually cool. Like now that I got older, I was like, yeah, my parents are always there. They're like, oh shit, your parents are always there? Your parents are always around? They're always at all your sporting events? They're like, lucky? And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess I did have it good.
How about BMXing, and you had Dad would strap the bikes on top of the roof of the expedition?
Yeah.
We would make nationals, and you guys would win trophies so big that we'd have to strap them up top on the roof as well, because they were taller than you guys. And I mean, you guys were, and I mentioned you guys, meaning you and your brother Sky, you guys excelled at everything. There wasn't anything that we didn't get into that we didn't take it to the next level. We made it to the big ship every single time, and that was just the whole thing. We enjoyed everything you guys did, and of course, I did it as I was young, and I just felt blessed enough to know that if and when we got to that big, 1 through 8 on the gate of BMXing, and you guys are coming out first and second out of like, I want to say like 15, 18, those big heats that we were getting into. And me and Mom would just be like, we're going to the big ship. It's just, you guys did it. You guys killed it. Yeah, you guys did a really good job.
Thank you. Yeah, so I always like to talk to everyone as if they don't know nothing about my life. So my parents are referring to, I never brought this up because I knew there'd be a time when I'd bring my parents on and they'd brag about me for me so I wouldn't have to do it. But yeah, so at one point, me and my brother Sky, which he'll be on a later episode. He was on an episode way back in the beginning. Yeah, we used to BMX like bicycles. And I can't remember. Did you guys just take us to a race and then we're like, I want to do that? Or did you guys just like, hey, you're going to do this? Well, I don't remember.
No, just like you said, we took you to the races, let you guys watch, see what you guys felt about it. You guys were eager to try it. So we're like, hey, we get you guys some bikes. What's up? You guys ready? And you guys were like, oh, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And if you remember the song we turn on every time we go to the BMX track.
I remember a lot of songs. I remember POD. I remember Limp Bizkit.
White Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
I'm sorry. I've been drinking, fuckers.
Can he say fuckers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He can
I'm
say
sorry.
shit, pussy, titties, whatever he wants.
I might say it's tits, but that's about it. I mean, yeah.
But if he says N-word, I might have to bleep
No.
it.
Don't play that. Don't play that. No.
So at the time when we got into racing, how did you feel about it? Because, I mean, for me... Well, I mean, for us growing up, that was kind of an extreme thing to do.
Yes.
I mean, as
and
far
it
as like,
made me nervous every time. I nearly wanted to beat Dad up when you fell and hurt your wrist, and he's like, he's fine, he's fine. He finds this medic guy, he wraps up your wrist, it's broken.
we
and
didn't know
you-
that at the time, to be fair.
Yes, but if Dad would have listened to me and took you to the urgent care, like I said, we would have known that evening. He says, no, he can do it. He can do it. And your big old eyes just looking at me like, I got this, Mom. I got this. So you race. You take first place. And we're all excited. Never mind the broken wrist. But you must have been so excited about winning that you didn't even say nothing that night. And it was until the next day when some little breezy was chasing you and yanked on your hand because probably she wanted to hold your hand. I don't know.
I don't know.
And I was at work. They called Dad. Dad goes in and takes you to urgent care. And he probably felt like this little.
You got
Yes.
dahlias.
You guys celebrated after, got pizza, but so what happened that day was always my biggest fear. I mean, it was a wrist, and my thing is there's some vicious little kids out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it goes back to the fact, I mean, if I haven't said it 1,000 times, if you don't get back up and you don't push yourself, you're going to just be, well, you're just going to be a has-been in the sense that no one's going to remember you. You went from a novice to an expert that day, and you advanced so much in so little time that there was people that it's like saying, you know, you got advanced 2 grade levels. I mean, in BMX, that was just intense. And to think that now BMX is part of the Olympics. I mean, I dream of thinking like, you know, of course you guys would be there, but you know what? There's no regrets. You guys went out there. You guys left it all on the track. You guys put it down, and there was kids that would, you know, like anywhere, hate on you and ask you, you know, what's going on. And in all sense to that is, we invested in you guys. We took you to clinics. We took you different tracks. We let you race against other people that were better, but you guys got better and beat those guys. And at the end, we got a story to tell, and it's just to say that we had a good time. I didn't think I had to say I'm sorry, but wait, Mom threw it down. I guess I'm sorry for, but I did look for a person who had qualifications in wrapping your wrist that night, and you beat what I would call the best at the time in your level, and you advanced to expert. And I don't know, don't get me wrong, there's no better feeling than understanding that you did it under pressure. You did it under, well, obviously a fractured, it wasn't broke, it was fractured. I didn't find out till later, but
My bad.
yeah.
Yeah, who knew, right?
No, I didn't think, I mean, you took the pain well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it was. I mean, I don't. In everything I'm saying, I don't even really know if I remember this or not. I think it's just like I remember little things here and there of like my youth growing up and stuff. And I don't know if it's like videos we've seen, because if you guys don't know, my parents documented every single waking moment of my life, whether it was like video or pictures. So sometimes I look back on old videos or pictures and I'm like, okay, do I remember that, or is that just something I saw in a video and it's like, oh, okay, that sounds familiar. But I just remember around that time when I did fall, it was just kind of like I remember the guy saying like, no, like, you know, it's not broken, you know, he can still kind of move it. And I just remember I had to race 3 races. The first one is when I fell. The second one was when I realized, oh shit, this kind of hurts. And by the third one, that's when the guy taped it up really strong, and I kind of just pushed through and then got first place, and then just went about my day or whatever, or about my week or however many days until I actually went to the doctor.
Right.
The next day. You
Oh,
went
okay.
the next day.
See, I thought the way I see it, I thought it was like I didn't go till that Friday. I
No.
thought I went a
But,
whole
hey,
week with a broken.
But Mom cheats you, because the truth is this, hour, minute, you had a fractured wrist. You went home and still continued on with your day. You went to school. I see all these kids that, you know, they make great advances and killing it on the field. And then, you know, parents don't make them go to school the next day. Why? I don't know. But I love
you went back to school.
Yeah,
the
you
next
went
day.
back to school. You got back in the rhythm, and yeah, young lady, it was God sent, because had she not pulled on your wrists, we would have never gotten it repaired correctly, because it would have
And you
healed.
had a cast.
Oh yeah.
I
remember
keep
that.
everything. I think I probably still have the cast.
I don't know if you guys remember this. I remember it clear as day, but I don't know why. But for some reason, I wanted all this attention. So after like months or maybe a year after I broke my arm, I wore like the fake, the sling. I wore it one day to school and said that my wrist was broken so people could do stuff for me. And then after that, I never wore it again. And in my head, I'm like, how come no one ever was like, wait, your arm was broken and now it's not? But I remember that. I remember clear as day. Like even the teacher was probably like, what the like. One day you are, one day you're not. But I remember doing that, and that was just something I always wanted to confess because I always thought that was dumb. Like I just wanted.
Even to Jordan.
I was just like, someone pay attention to me at school. Someone do stuff for me.
And they did?
Yeah.
Cool.
People like did my work for me because I couldn't write. Stuff like that. Just like things that I tried getting away with.
And if I remember correctly, wasn't it your left wrist?
It was, yeah.
So how did you write?
With his right.
Well,
He writes with his right.
I mean, because they did that thing where they would like wrap the
and so you could get
it right here. So I kind of held it, but
you
this-
write with your right.
huh?
You write with your right.
Okay, then it was my right then that I broke. I don't remember, honestly. It was so long ago. And it's not like I
I
had.
think it was his left, but don't get me wrong. I could be wrong. I've been drinking.
Let me,
Yeah,
fi-
see,
let
we've
me
been
find the
drinking.
cast.
We'll
we'll
find
You still have it?
set the cast up right here.
You still have it?
Huh?
What?
Why?
Why? Okay, so why
I
do
still
you?
have your belly button.
I'm surprised you don't have. Do you still have my foreskin?
Oh, there
Remember
you
that
go.
on
I
I
did
remember
have
it.
it for a while.
I remember it clearly.
No, just kidding. I never had that.
turtle.
Hey, she's got it. I wouldn't be surprised.
I remember seeing that in was it Meet the Fockers when his parents bring it out.
Yeah.
And I was like, when I remember seeing that movie, I was like, wait, so was it my belly button or my foreskin that my mom has? Because I saw that and I was like, look, it's just same thing as like the belly button.
It was your
it
belly
all
button.
dries up the same.
in the little bean looking thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, a little square clear box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, honestly, after the whole BMX thing, breaking my wrist and then just continuing on, that I think was like a good, at least from what I remember, a good like base of when that time where I started realizing like, oh, like I don't have to, I'm not going to get babied my entire life. I'm not always going to be this way. Like it's not going to be a simple like, oh, I'm hurt. Okay, you can go chill out. Like I think from that point on, it kind of just progressed as far as like being with dad all the time. And then you kind of just being like, all right, like this is how it's supposed to be. You have boys, we don't have any girls. I don't have any sisters. At least I don't think I do.
No.
They haven't showed up to the door yet.
Yes, they
Yeah.
haven't.
So I think being brought up in like a all guys household that really, I want to say like made me to the person I am today. And something I want to get off my chest is when I joined the military, that was always a huge thing for me was like, when I think I've always told you when I was in basic training, it was just so easy for me just for the fact that I was like, this is nothing compared to the not that my life was so bad, but just the way you guys treated me as far as like, no, you can get back up, you can keep going, and like they kind of in a way as I saw it babied me as far as like, all right, then go sit over there, and I was like, really, you're not gonna make me go back and do it again, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think because of that, it made me such a stronger person. So I just want to say thank you guys because I don't think I ever got to tell you that. So I thought episode 50 would be a good time to brag about myself as well as brag about you guys because you guys are a huge reason why I am the way I am. All this, like my outgoing self, I want to say I get it from dad as well as you.
Not me. I'm quiet.
Yeah, okay. Let's get a few more of those in her and then we'll see.
Oh yeah.
But no, and I just I think it's something that I've always wanted to tell you guys. Going back to that,
You're welcome.
thank you.
No, well, I wanted to say something after you were done talking.
Oh, yeah,
It's
go
the whole concept that the letter writing was something that I hadn't done in a while, and I think one came back and you just pretty much said, "Hey, I just want to say thanks." It's really easy out here because the fact that you've said it best, just do what they tell you to do, and it'll be fine. And they're accepting that out here. They dig it, and I can't go wrong because I just do what they say, and everything's going all right.
Yeah, and I think I kind of put myself to the ultimate test by joining the military as far as everything you guys had taught me, putting it to the test in the military, and it's like, fuck, like, then if I could do this, then shit, who knows what else, once I get out. And now to this point, now that I'm doing this podcast and stuff, like, I didn't realize it. I always thought doing this was kind of just like anyone can do this. But the more I talk to people, they're just like, oh, like, you know, how do you, you know, get in front of a camera? How do you talk? And it's like, well, I guess it's just the way I was brought up. It was just kind of like, just fucking do it and see what happens, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what the worst they can say is no. You know what I'm saying? Like, the worst thing that can happen is people don't like it, you know? Oh, well, you try something else. Or if not, make it better. So I think, yeah, like, everything that I've accomplished, everything that I've done, everything that I didn't think I could do or that people didn't think I could do, all stems back to just the way you guys brought me up. So thank you.
Yeah, well, just to say the
No,
least.
you don't have the tissue in here.
Oh,
No.
man. No, it just goes to say that you've never been one to shy away from your goals, and I said it best. Just continue on what you do and be happy, because I know that I did what I wanted to do. I mean, there's some times that I can't say that it planned out or came out the way I wanted, but I can say that you've been doing it, and you obviously are succeeding at what you're doing, and continue to be happy, because life is short. And sometimes I ask myself, like, what am I doing? Well, what I'm doing is this. I'm being a parent that just tries, and that's all I can do, because me and Mom will say it all the time. You guys don't come with rules. You guys don't come with the owner's manual. You guys have been the boys you've been. Sometimes, yeah, a couple of these grades have come from you, but I'll tell you right now, proud of the fact that you followed.
A couple.
Yeah, proud of the way that you've taken on and shown that, hey, man, I'm going to try it. And you've tried it. And some things you obviously have talked to us about. And I find myself all the time asking, like, why is it that he did what he did? But at the same time, you're your own person, and we dig it.
Thank you. Well, that goes back to something I wanted to ask you is, I don't think I've ever told anyone, but when I joined the military, it was
Without asking.
yeah,
You just did it.
it was out of the blue. I never hinted at any point, and so if I'm not mistaken, I literally just got home from school one day and just said, I didn't even ask. I didn't say I've been thinking about it. I said I signed up.
Proud dad.
Crying
Mom,
mom.
crying mom.
If I don't remember, Dad was pretty much
He
proud or
got
happy
up
for me
and started hugging you,
You-
and I started crying.
and just left the room.
Yeah.
And I don't think we talked for like a good few days until you came into the realization that I was going no matter what. Because like I said, I never asked. I never even hinted, nothing. I just
Why
literally
didn't
went
you?
in. Huh?
Why didn't you?
What?
Talk to us about it first. Do
Um.
you think I talk you out of it?
Ooh.
No, I
Yes,
think it was. I think for once it was one of those. What's the word? It was one of those ideas that I had that I was like, this is what I want to do, and I don't even know if it was for sure if I wanted to do it, but I was just like, this is for once. This is like probably one of the first things where I'm like, I'm gonna do this, whether they say yes or no, and it wasn't more of I was asking, and it wasn't that I was just trying to like go against you or anything. It was just I wanted to feel like my own person for once, and I wanted to make a decision on my own and not really know what I was doing, which I know sounds kind of dumb, but I just wanted to jump into it. I just wanted to be like, Mom and Dad, this is what I want to do. Whether you agree or not, I'm doing it. And how do you feel, you know? And I know it's, I went to the full extreme, but I mean, growing up with you guys, everything was going to the full extreme, you know? And I'm not saying like it was that bad, but it was just like I got to a point where I was like, they've always told me, you know, go big or go home.
That's true.
And so for me, that was like, that's probably as big as I could probably go at the time, you know? I was only 17, went to college for maybe a year and a half, and was just like, I don't want to
No,
go.
you were 18.
Was I?
You turned 18.
I thought I turned 18 in basic.
No, you.
I turned to age because I was in basic during my birthday. So I was either 18 or 19 because I didn't leave the basic
19.
till June 2nd.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because you
19.
graduated, and the very next day you turned 18.
That's right. Okay, so yeah, so I remember turning at age that time, but excuse me. But yeah, so for me it was just like, I this sounds cool, you know, and at the same time I also had the mindset where, why can't I do it, you know, and nothing at the time came to me where it was like, well, you can't do it because of this, or you can't do it to this. The only thing that was kind of telling me like you can't do this was the fact that like your parents might not be okay with it, or mom and dad might not be okay with it.
And somebody was super proud.
Yes.
But honestly,
He's like, where do I help you to pack? Let's pack.
but no, yeah, and at the time when I told you, like, what was going through your mind?
I just felt like everything was falling down. Like, is he really going to do this? Like, it was scary. I was scared. Scared and low-key proud, but scared. But look at you. You're here. Thank God.
Yeah.
My
Thank
prayers
God.
were answered, and probably suffer a little anxiety now because you were up in Korea, and that's when it hit me. So it's all your fault.
She has way more white hairs, but she just did her hair, so they're all covered up now.
Yes, and they're all because of him.
And then for you, Dad?
Oh, I was just proud. I didn't know when you were going to leave. I just wanted to make sure we had everybody.
Dad's like, I couldn't wait for you to leave.
No,
I didn't
no,
know.
no. Remember, we had a party for your ass.
No,
fucker.
I remember it was a big
So,
party.
Big party.
yeah, no, we definitely did it big that day. I can say that we all got motel rooms afterwards because we got so
Yep.
sloshed.
The night before, Eric and Jordan went out to party with Uncle Tommy,
Met Calvin Gastelum.
met
Yeah.
Kelvin, and they were at Manscaped. Was it Manscaped?
No.
No.
Mine shaft.
Mine
Mine
I
Shaft.
was gonna say Wells Fargo.
And then you and Eric came back drunk AF. I was still awake putting together like picture collages and stuff for your party. Couldn't sleep. Typical me, right? Don't sleep the night before.
Getting up in the middle of the night, almost going to piss in the fucking room.
I was gonna
That
pee in
was Jordan, and then
To
I
be
woke
fair,
Eric
I
in
lifted
the
the
Eric in the
luggage.
tub throwing up on himself and all his clothes, only worried about his socks, never mind everything else.
I just remember your luggage. I lifted it like it was the toilet bowl. I
Yes.
lifted it against the wall and just leaned against it. And I was getting a pee, and you like grabbed me. I was like, "Can't go."
That was the worst that night. It was like a nightmare, and I never slept. But
I want to say that was the last thing I remember. And then next thing I know, we wake up, me and Eric in the same bed, butt ass naked.
no, how about you woke up on the floor in the restroom, butt ass naked?
Okay, see, I don't remember that.
Yeah, and then Eric woke up in the tub with his chonies and socks on,
Oh, okay, cool. One of us had our clothes on.
and that was so embarrassing because he went home to Thea and Theo, and all he had on was his chonies and socks.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So, yeah, I remember Thea said, "What did you guys do last night?" I said, "I didn't do anything." The boys went out with Tommy.
Yeah. No,
So.
yeah, that's true. See, that's why I like that they're here because they piece together the little pieces that I don't remember.
Yep.
Yeah, but oh shit. No, yeah. So the whole army thing was kind of crazy. Like when I was gone, like what was your biggest fear besides me getting deployed? If I was, which I never did, by the way. I just went to Korea, but what was like a big fear of yours? I mean, were you guys ever worried that it was me leaving for the first time, like living on my own?
That was the big thing. And then, of course, the Army. I mean, I can say that the minute you left, I stopped watching the news. I just tried to stay away from anything public that would talk about Army and such.
Oh, okay.
So that was my biggest fear of you not coming back. And then I think weeks later, you called and said, "Oh, Mom, I just signed this paper, so if I die, you're going to get like so many thousand." And I said, "Are you fucking kidding me? Don't tell me that." Yeah.
It was
so-
500,000 to be fair.
Oh, my bad. 500,000.
But yeah, no, but it was just something that I think I had to let you guys know because I had to put your information down. So it was just like, just a heads up, you know?
And then I remember like yesterday, and I always will, the first call, "I made it. I'm safe. I'll call you when I can." That's all you said.
Yeah. So at the time when I had joined, as soon as you get to boot camp or basic training, the drill sergeants they get you into this like auditorium. They sit you down and they have like a like a projector. They have a screen and it says you're gonna call your loved one, whoever, your parents, your wife, or your husband, whatever, and you're gonna tell them, you're gonna read verbatim this line by line. You will not say anything else. You won't say, "Hey, what's up?" It's if I'm not mistaken, it's, "Hey, Mom or Dad, I've made it to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. I'm safe. I'll be contacting you as soon as I can," and just hanging up.
And I
remember
tried
that
to talk, and you hung up, and I started crying.
It was sad because as soon as I said, I don't even remember, but I think when I answered, or when you answered, you said, "Hey, Poppy," and I just kind of cut you off, was like, hey, mom or dad, like, I made it safe. I'll call you when I can, and hung up. And I think that was probably like the saddest part for me, just because
You cut me off.
cutting you off, and then like, yeah, I've never done that before. Like, I was just like, yeah, whatever. But anyways, bye. Like, and then, and I just kind of felt like I just said, shut up. Like, this is what I got to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, and there was people that were like literally talking to their parents, like, oh, hey, what's up? And they would go and like they fucking grab their phone and like, what the fuck did we tell you? And they grab their phone and throw them. And I was like, oh shit. So it was like pretty serious. Like, you had to read what they said. Anything other than what they saw on the paper or on the board is they just, shut you out right away. So that's why I had seen other people doing it, and I was like, all right, I'm not even going to try. Hey, mom, what's up? Like, no, nothing. But that was probably like one of the hardest times. And then I remember writing letters for the first time was kind of weird. I didn't know what to write, what to say. So, but that was always cool. That was, I think, something that kind of just kept me going, was just getting letters from you guys. You guys kind of just give me updates on what's going on. And I remember at the time, it was when John was going to have a baby. Mm-hmm. So in the same letter, I don't know if you guys remember, I remember. But
I had those letters too.
I had this letter where in the beginning, you guys told me that our dog, Darla, our American Bulldog, had passed away.
R.I.P.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was one of those things where I was like, oh, I'm going to have that cool, like, I say bye to my dog or say later to my dog and then come back from the basic and they're going to jump on me, like the cute videos. And then they were like, no, like Darla passed. And I was like, what the? And I like wanted to cry. And then as I read the letter more, it was like, but John's having a baby and they want you to be the Nino. I was like, oh shit. So it was like one of those things. It was like bittersweet news, I guess you could say.
Right.
But no, yeah, those were always just something that kept me going. But I don't, and it's crazy because I think about it now that I'm out. I think like when I was in, I forget that just because I left, your guys' life didn't stop. Like, it kept going. So it was weird to think that while I was doing this shit, like sleeping outside or doing whatever I was doing, you guys just had your own life still continuing. And I think it was weird just hearing like conversations, like, or reading conversations and just thinking like, oh shit, like, just because I'm gone doesn't mean they're just sitting at home moping around. Like, their life continues. Dad was still going to work. You were going to work. Things were getting taken care of at the house. And I don't know. It was just a weird feeling for once to be like, oh, even though I'm not there, they still got to continue what they're doing. Like, I'm not the center of their world anymore.
Kind of worse still.
Well, I mean, yeah, but as far as like that goes, like I was like, oh shit, that's right. Like, it's not just me anymore. And I think that was something that maybe clicked in my head. And it's crazy to think that after going through all that, at some point, I don't even know when the period was, but at one time I was just like, oh, like, this is me now. This is my life. This is my life without my parents. And I think that survival mode, and then as well as everything you guys taught me, kind of just kicked in. And I was like, all right, well, this is what you got to do. And I think that's when that, like I said, the ultimate test kind of hit me, where I was like, everything that you guys have taught me, everything you guys have, I guess, trained me for, scolded me on, everything.
Train him for like we're a.
I know.
What the?
No, but just like the life lessons you guys gave me. Like Dad always said, the time that me and John almost wrecked we were riding the quads and almost crashed into the canal. At the time, Dad was just like laying into our ass about like how it could have been worse. We could have died and stuff. And we're just like crying and we're like, what the fuck? Like, why are you doing this? Like, we're okay. But those moments were things I remember going back during when I was in basic training. Like, those were times when I was like, okay, well, he did that for that reason. He yelled at us because now he's able to, continue to teach us things. We're not dead in a ditch or some shit or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So that's why I said when I was in basic, when they would yell at us, I was like, all they're doing is just teaching us a good lesson, All they're doing, they care for us. They're just making sure, we don't die. So when everyone saw it, like, oh, why is he yelling at me? I was just more like, oh, he cares for me. Like,
okay,
whatever
got you through.
That's just what I always thought back to, was just times with you guys and that's what got me through, honestly. And then once I even got stationed in my first duty station, I was like, to me, I was like, the hardest part is done.
Yeah.
Now I'm just living in the Army.
Mm-hmm. True.
Let's see. Oh, so as you guys know, I put a few questions up.
Mm-hmm.
Or I asked if anyone wants to ask any questions, and there's quite a bit, actually.
Well, beer me then.
Beer. Let me ask you a question, then I'll beer you.
All right.
Okay. This is one from cousin Nicole.
Oh, okay.
K Nikki too.
Hey.
So now watching kids making decisions, or when I was younger, the Army, for instance, making decisions you guys don't agree with. How do you guys deal with that?
That's a tough one. I mean, it's come to, and I think more so now, I've realized that you guys are going to do, it don't matter. I could tell you to not do something till I'm blue in the face, but we raised you. We raised you to have your own thoughts, your own goals, your own destinations, and I just feel that it was hard at first. It was whatever I wanted you to do, I wanted you to do it. And now it's like, it kind of doesn't matter what I want you to do. As long as you're happy and you're safe, that's all that matters to me now.
No, mine's pretty simple. Just the whole concept is that when you fuck up, I'm going to say something. I'm going to give you my feelings because I believe I got a lot of testimony in the fact that I've fallen, I've gotten back up, and I walk the walk. I mean, I tell you all the time, when you give your word, you got to be there. It's just something that was instilled in me by my parents, and you just got to follow through. That's all there's to it.
Well, there you go, Nicole.
Good question, Nikki.
Something I want to bring up, Mom.
Oh,
I
Mom.
kind of want to put you on the spot. I know Dad can help out with this.
Turtle.
Why don't I like playing Monopoly anymore?
Oh, seriously?
It's a question.
Just a question.
Just a question.
So Jordan claims, and I have a little foggy memory, that we were playing Monopoly.
When he's a Dallas Cowboy fan.
And this is when
That's
he
another
was a Dallas Cowboy fan, and all of a sudden.
Turtle.
So he claims, and I'm going to be honest with you, everybody watching, I don't remember.
Can I tell my story then?
Here we go.
So I'm going to let him say, it's his story, so I'm going to let him tell it. How
All right, so
about
this is how it happened, all right? So from what I remember, could be wrong, could be foggy, who knows? But this is what I remember. We were staying at the apartment where the black guy used to come bring us the pirated movies.
In Ontario.
Ontario, thank you. So, real quick little side story. We had this guy that would come up and he would have like a backpack of DVDs. It's a super cool guy, and he would always he would hook us up with pirated videos. So we'd have
Our
those
plug.
movies. Our plug, yeah, our movie plug. So we would have like, I don't know, Too Fast, Too Furious before it even
People walking in front
left
of
the
the screen.
theaters. Yeah, people would walk in front. You'd hear everything.
Everybody has a hustle.
And that was our entertainment. We loved it. We had the scoop on everything before it even hit theater. By the time it came on DVD, people were like, yo, have you seen this new movie? It's like, psh, I've been watching that shit. I watched that shit like 40 times before you even got to watch it. So it was at that apartment.
Okay.
I remember you got home from work, and I had got like a Monopoly case, a set. I don't know, it was for my birthday. It was like a gift, I remember. And we hadn't played it in a while, and we hadn't played it at all. And I had never played it either. So you come home, and I don't know where Dad was. For some reason,
Probably working.
Probably, yeah.
He was always working.
And so I remember you getting home, and I was like, Mom, let's play. And you were probably tired from work. You were just really not into it. You're like, fine, whatever. Like, set it up. I'm going to go change and set up the game. So I was like, all right. Set it all up. We're playing. At one point, my mom's like reading a card, and she's like, okay, you owe me this amount of money. I don't know, $220 or $250. I don't know. I can't play Monopoly in forever because I'm scared to now. So,
God.
so we're playing, and she's like, okay, you owe me $250. I was like, okay. So she's like, well, give me the money. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like counting the money, and I'm like, 20. So what I'm doing is I don't know how to count money. I was never taught. I was probably at a young age where I guess money wasn't really a thing at the time. It was just like 1 + 1, shit like that. So money at the time wasn't like a thing that I learned. And I never really been good in math anyways. And probably because Monopoly. And so I was like 20.
Shout out to Monopoly.
So I was like 20, 40. And I just kind of kept looking at my mom like asking her like 60, 80. And then she's just like, do you not know how to count money? Like, why would you ask me to play Monopoly? You don't even know how to count money. And I remember she was just like, you know what? Like, and she's like, just go to bed. Like, we're done playing, go to bed. And I feel like that was kind of like, you didn't want to play in the beginning in the very, like, first place. And also, you were just probably tired from working all day, so you're just like, "This is my excuse. Finally, like this kid don't know how to count. I'm just gonna send him to bed, and I could just have my alone time." so that's how I saw it. And I remember, I don't even remember being sad or like crying. I just remember going to my bed like, damn, like I should probably learn how to count money, or else I'm never gonna play Monopoly.
Yeah.
So and, like once again, like I was never like, oh boo-hoo me. I was just kind of like, fuck, I fucked up. I should have learned how to count money before I asked my mom how to play Monopoly.
And then Cousin Mary shows you how to play the proper way, right?
Yeah, from what I remember, I had a few people teach me. I remember, Dad, what was the house when we lived on the second floor? The neighbor that was like the dude that had the spiky hair?
He was in Rancho Cucamonga, but I forget his name.
But remember the skater kid?
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
Was it something like Dylan or?
It might have been.
Yeah.
It was like some skater dude. Him and his girlfriend, they were like kind of emo, like gothic. Like she had like colored hair. He had like blonde, like all spiky hair.
Yeah.
And like when Dad was sleeping, I'd go into like the hallway of the apartments and he'd do homework with me on the stairs.
Yeah.
And we'd play like Tony Hawk and stuff. So yeah.
So he taught you math?
Him and like a few other people probably. Everyone but you.
Oh, God.
Just kidding.
And the award of Mother of the Year goes to.
Nah, you do win it, but for all the right reasons, man.
Aw, tear.
But yeah. So I just always wanted to bring that story up because I thought it was fun.
So there you go, guys.
So if you guys ever ask me to play Monopoly, I'm not gonna fucking play with you.
You don't know how to count.
I don't know how to count money.
It's not our fault.
Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to bring
Good
that
one.
up.
Good one. Okay, I got you.
Are there any other stories that you guys can think of when I was younger that really stick out in your head? Anything.
The best one ever, when we lived in Fontana, there was all those hiking trails and biking trails, and you guys had just gotten both you and Sky had gotten bikes, and they were mountain bikes. And I don't know, I just found it so odd that you guys BMX and you guys couldn't maneuver these bikes over some lips that were, they're about 6-7 feet high. And you guys are about maybe 4 feet tall, if maybe 4.5. But
On the side of a mountain.
I pushed you guys so hard one day. I just kept on telling you guys, if you guys can't get up this hill, we're not going home. And I can remember you looking at me like, well, if we don't go home, where are we going to sleep at? And I said, no, that ain't the point. The point is you're going to make this hill. And it got pretty hairy. I think you guys pedaled so hard one time. It was like you guys just shot up in the air and kind of just landed on the plateau of the top. And I'm like, see, that's how you do it. And you guys are just like, what just happened? And I think afterwards I was like, see, I know you guys can do it. We don't even know how we did it. And I'm like, you guys just overcame, you know what I mean? You guys just did it. You guys overcame and went for it. You guys don't. You guys is adrenaline. You're scared a little bit right now, but you guys did it. And then after that, it was just on. I mean, you guys did everything. You guys go down any hill, go up any hill, climb any rock. We had a big mountain on the back, and I remember that time I took you, Sky, up there, and we just took some jerky and a couple of waters, and we were up on the top, and
Standing at the edge of the rock.
I just told you guys, I said, check it out. This is how it works. Me and Mom will never let you guys fall. I held you guys right at the edge. Scary as it was for me, I can only imagine what it was for you guys. And I said,
That's why
listen.
Sky's afraid of heights.
Well, probably, but I just let
I
you
don't
guys.
teach how to count money. You make
No,
them
I'd
scared
push
of
'em.
heights.
I
pushed
wasn't.
him. Yeah.
It worked in my favor.
There you go. See?
Yeah, I was just pushing you guys and letting you guys understand that it's okay to be pushed and it's okay to be scared and it's okay to sometimes fail, but at the same time, you guys need to get back up. I mean, it was all about that. I mean, I couldn't say it enough. I've said it to you numerous times. I don't think anybody's better than you, me, or Mom. But that's where, when you find somebody who's real, a friend said it best. Joe Gama, hang around with a person that makes $1 million, you'll probably become a millionaire. Hanging around with the loser, you'll probably become a loser. But all bullshit aside, that shit is real as it gets. I wanted you guys to be winners, and I tried my best to instill that you guys are, if not better than anybody. And I never wanted you guys to ever feel like, I don't know if I can do it. I never wanted you guys to question yourself. I wanted you guys to go out there and give it your all. And that's what you guys did, and it was cool. I mean, I accept that to the fullest because I know that I and Mom we provided the tools to be the best. And at the end, it was on you. I obviously put a little 2 bits on it, like, hey, get your ass out there. There was a time I remember, like, you asked me, hey, I don't think I can do it. I said, how will you know if you don't do it? You know, it was just cool. You guys did it. I mean, you guys did everything and came out on top. And at the end right now, you guys are doing it again. I mean, you guys are doing you. Everybody may not accept that. Sometimes we get complacent. I myself, simple blue collar worker, that I'm just trying to make sure there's a Christmas, there's a birthday, and I can provide a present. I can provide a drink and a meal. Mom's always there because she's always putting us together. Even when we think we're not together, we feel like things are falling apart, and Mom's got the next plan. And that's why I myself am the luckiest man in the world to have my wife. And it's good to know that someone's got your back, and the fact that you may not be perfect, but you did it, your brothers, the best way we know how. And that's go full throttle.
We're still doing it.
Right.
Doing it.
Salud.
Cheers.
Sweet.
But we're gonna take a break. But before we do, I just wanted to say one more thing before we take a break. Is that just all the times, like when you guys are talking about like us BMXing or us mountain biking,
Soccer.
soccer.
That's another story.
We were always just doing so many things at the time that I didn't know. You know, now that I'm older and you guys, we talk, and I didn't know we were struggling. But
There was times.
I want to give you guys kudos because you guys did such a good job, like keeping us entertained, keeping us doing things that we thought were like, yeah, like for instance, when we lived at the house where the water park was behind in our backyard, right?
Right.
Aruba.
Yeah. And I mean, that was something we were doing like almost every day, if not every weekend or something. And so just things like that, getting the $5 hot and readies
Yeah.
from Little Caesars.
Shout out to Little Caesars. Them motherfuckers came through like nobody else.
And the movie guy.
And the movie
plug,
guy.
the brother who came over consistently on Friday with the new release.
Yeah, I
Yes,
hope
sir.
he's doing well.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, that dude it was cool. I mean, but in that essence, you bringing it up, our not doing well was the whole thing that we wanted. We wanted always more. We always wanted more. And if we felt we weren't doing well, and honestly, we would just come to a point where, again, Mama put us together. This is what we need to do. I ended up one time getting a second job with UPS on the holidays, thinking, you know what, I'm gonna crank out some cash here, and I never thought of doing it in a way that I could jeopardize our family or my record. But I can tell you this: things happen for a reason. Ended up getting a promotion, getting a supervisor job. It was what I needed to do. I felt I needed to do. Mama supported me. I went and did it, passed some tests. We both know UPS don't call you back after you quit. They made it clear to me, you quit, we will not take you back. I said, well, that's fine. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to the railroad. So either way, all I can tell you is this. We always wanted the best for you boys. We never wanted to settle for second best, so we worked harder. That's how it is in this world. I mean, sometimes you got to figure it out, and well, when you got support like I do, I couldn't go wrong. I really couldn't. It was just, as I said,
I don't think this is going to work anymore.
Oh, that's good.
we just have a lot of things that everybody, I'm sure, has endured, but I have a good partner. My partner is just loyal, respectful, and ultimately just
Stop, you're making me
lovable, because she always just lets me know that, hey, when I'm not having a good day, it's going to be all right.
Cheers to
Yes,
that.
Cheers to that one.
But yeah, like I was saying, just I randomly just think about it, how all the things that nowadays that people would be like, oh, $5, hot and readies, or going to the water park, like just like the local water park, or riding a mountain bike, like just stuff like that. Like now you hear about it and it's just like, oh, that's just what like kind of everyone does. But when I think about it, I was like, that was like our childhood growing up, and we thought we were rich. We thought we had it all. We were like, shit, like we're always doing this, always doing something, always eating out, always having pizza. And so, like I said, it was things that I didn't know at the time were your guys' way of kind of showing us like you guys were hiding or not showing or like good at hiding that we were struggling. And I want to give you guys, kudos on that because I want you guys to know that I noticed it. So thank you guys for giving me such an amazing life growing up, and I think still, yeah. I mean, if you guys don't know, this is the first episode where this is 4K, thanks to mommy and daddy.
Hello.
This was an early Christmas gift. I'm filming on a new video camera, so if you guys see us, nicely, and you see everything in HD or 4K, as one would say, it's thanks to these two right here. So yes, it's something they've always blessed me back in the day when I was little, and I'm 28 years old, and they're still doing it. They're still gifting me things and buying me things every time we go to dinner. They pay for it. So.
Hey,
is that why you invite us?
Hey, but in all fairness, I
okay.
mean, the
We
truth
got you.
is, like we said, you're doing what you love. Continue doing that. We are, I believe Mom let me know something was going on with the camera, or you had maybe, I don't know exactly how I got the info, but we talked again.
And it wasn't my idea. It was all
deal,
Dad.
The deal.
Get it for him.
The deal
Christmas
was
present.
sweet. Shout out to Art Rivera.
Hey, shout out Theo Art.
He
Primo.
had something for sale. It just happened to be always something quality from Art, but it worked out. I know that we just know that you love.
Side note, my cousin Art Rivera, he's single. Any hot ladies out there?
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I'll put a picture right here of him.
Send us a message.
We'll put his Instagram, his Facebook.
We'll get you his number.
His contact info.
Mm-hmm.
He's a gold digger.
That's right, for real.
Not like he actually
Yeah,
works
he
in
does.
mines and finds gold and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
So you can be his. If you're a gold digger, you could be. He's used to it. So.
Yeah. Well
There you
said.
go.
Well said.
But yeah, so I just wanted to end on that. We're gonna take a little break. I gotta change the battery out, fix some things. I also gotta take a big mean piss.
Okay.
Nice.
Not just out my pee hole, out my butthole.
Nice.
Ew.
Sorry, too much information. I'll bleep that out.
Should
Turtle.
I-
Turtle.
Turtle. it
Should I
is.
bring the wipes? Wipe your booty?
There you
One
go.
last time, why not?
Why not?
All right, we're gonna take a break.
All right.
Kind of just got out of skating, so. Oh, not got out of, just wasn't feeling it no more.
But now you wish you would have just kept it going.
Well, I mean, I did want to one time fucking start skating again, but Mom says you're gonna hurt yourself, so I didn't get to go skating. Or I didn't get to buy my. I wanted to buy. I said, look, I'll do it safely. I'll put a helmet on now. That's what I told her. She goes, but what if you break your ankle and you hurt your wrist or hurt yourself and whatever? I'm like, yeah. But yeah, I was gonna start skating again because I got all pumped up at the Fontana skate park. They had just built it. Such a sick layout.
Oh wait, is that the one by the hospital?
Yeah.
The one that had like the fucking like the full on tube.
No, that was Upland.
Oh, that was Upland Skate Park.
That was
That's what I
Upland.
thinking of.
No,
That one's
what Fontana had was something that I dreamt of riding was a kidney, and I just
the bowl.
I could see things and I could see myself doing tricks on shit. So I'll be like, I gotta get into skating, and then I go home. I'm buying a board. I'm buying this. I'm buying that, and she goes, "No, you're not. You could get hurt." Well, I won't get hurt. I'll put on a helmet.
No, you didn't.
I didn't get it. She didn't let me buy it. I think he ended up buying a part
There?
for my band.
Yeah.
That was about it.
You can even bring it a little closer. Right there.
Okay.
That's funny. That's funny because even
No, that's swear to God that happened. I went home that day and I was like, I'm buying a board, and she's like, why? What do you want? What's bringing this to the table today? I mean, what's got you all pumped up about that? I said, they just built a skate park at Fontana. I was there for like 3 hours watching all these people. There's a sick ass fucking ball I gotta ride, and she saw.
I said,
pump the brake.
Yeah,
the brake.
and I'm like, no, I only spent like $300. She's like, it ain't $300. If you hurt yourself, what are you gonna do? You're broken leg. You're out for 6 weeks at least, minimal. I'm not gonna break my leg. I'm gonna put a helmet on.
his leg. He's not
Hey.
gonna break his leg because he's got a helmet on.
Fuck it. I was in it.
I know that sometimes I think about that too. Like I said, now I'm 28. I'm like, I feel like at a certain age, there's certain things you like not shouldn't be doing, but like I don't know why I would break something at this point. Like I can't think of anything I would be doing that where I would break something. Like just the other day, like at work, like little scabs on my knuckles from like cutting myself, or whatever. But like to have like big ass scabs on my knees, or well,
Yeah.
well, I know you just recently ate shit at work.
Oh yeah, getting out of the back of my truck, I took a digger.
Does anything surprise you anymore with Dad?
No.
That shit fucking was crazy.
No. No. Mm-mm.
It doesn't. I know. When Dad tells me these stories, like, for the longest time growing up and him telling me these stories, they were like, that's crazy. But, like, I was like, okay. But then
But
I would come, hang out with Theo Martin and stuff, or just, like, any of his friends. And, like, and they'd be like, oh, did I tell you the story about the one time when we fought, like, 10 dudes and all this
fucking
stuff?
Buttercup, Tippy Carey, Philip Carey, whatever the fuck you want to be called tonight. Point is we're out and about, and I'm drag racing on the hill, and this fucking dude floors me with a beer can full of beer. And I look back and I see about 6, 7. I'm like, I don't feel like this is something I need a little help on. So I go back to a party, and
Go ahead and keep talking.
I talked to my boy Tippy, and I talked to my little nephew Jason Atondo, and fucking Clint LaRose, and some crazy fools that I knew that would get my back. So as they're bailing the party, they start yelling out, hey, we're gonna fuck some dudes up. And I'm like, dude, I just invited you guys. Like, it's only 7 guys. Us 4 can take them, bro. And next thing I know, we're fucking showing up to the hill, and these guys, some guys are running in their truck, hiding out, locking the door. Other guys are in the rail. I can remember just getting in a big old brawl, and them begging, we're so sorry, and this and that. And Rangers came, and we just walked away from the scene, and everything was good. I mean, obviously I got my revenge because them motherfuckers floored me with a fucking full can of beer. And hey, I should have called the police because they was wasteful motherfuckers. Shit.
Oh, God.
But either way, went ahead and just let them know that wasn't cool, and just moved on and raced the hill the rest of the night and drank beers and laughed about it. I mean, but nowadays people are idiots. They gotta pull out a gun and all that stupid shit.
And that was always something, because you've always told me that, like, you'd rather just not fight. Like, that's why you never taught me how to fight, because it's like I'd rather teach you how just to avoid the situation in a whole way. But going back, like, did you guys not have, like, did people just not own guns back then, or it wasn't like really well known, or people just fought with their fists instead? I don't know, because
No, it's just old school. That's how it was. Don't get me wrong. I can say I've only seen it happen once in our crowd. But just straight up, that's how it was. I mean, they say it best: you win some, you lose some. I mean, simple as that.
you ever get into any fights, Mom?
Why do you laugh?
No, because Dad was all shit.
I think one time, misunderstanding or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't really seem like a fighter.
No.
But like, if it came down to it, you'd probably fight if you had to.
Definitely for my boys. Yep. But I don't know. I think I'm more just try to walk away, and
That's like me. We're more lovers than a fighter.
we're lovers,
Hey.
not fighters.
But we're down to fight, though.
Yes, we are.
Maybe. Who knows? Something I want to get into.
No.
Ambrose just reminded me, and it's a great story.
Ambrose,
The
our
time-
baby, our boss baby.
No, I don't even think he was born yet.
Oh.
But the time when we were living, I forgot where. You guys will fix it right now. But we were upstairs in the apartment, and someone was breaking into our Honda.
Oh, that'd
Oh,
be fucking
that's-
West Colton, California.
Right, the first time when Dad took me to California, and I was scared.
We lived in that apartment, what, like a week? 5
One
days?
day.
1 day?
One day, we moved in on Wednesday. No, I take it. You're right. It was a week. So we move in like on a Sunday. We live there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday comes. We're watching movies. Pizza was our Friday thing, I think. And we were up in the room. Up in the apartment. We had very little furniture because we were just moving in. I had just started a new job.
We just got DirecTV cable.
Yep. So Dad was all stoked, showing you guys where the channels were and all that good stuff. And I went to bed, and I believe you two boys, you and Sky went to bed. Dad stayed in the living room, and he must have heard the alarm. I'm in the room sleeping. I feel the breeze from the air outside. I hear him screaming. I look outside, and yep, there was a guy breaking into our little Honda Civic. And Dad, Mr. He-Man over here, walks out there in just shorts and the remote control as his weapon of choice.
Oh, the TV remote?
Correction. I didn't scream. And
No, not screaming. You were yelling, calling something.
As you ran out?
And
Yes.
the remote was on my short line, and just went out to see what was happening.
So wait, did the alarm go off in the car? Or?
It did.
Oh, okay.
And then he looked outside and the light was on. So he knew he didn't leave the car open. So I don't know what made him think to walk down there. And
See
he
what
did.
the fuck was going on?
Well, they could have just took the car. They weren't even trying to take the car. They wanted the stereo.
Of course.
Good old JVC.
And so when you got down there, what all happened? Because I remember just what you guys tell me.
Well, basically, I seen the door was open, so I started walking up to it, and this guy bumps his head up, and he's on his side, so I figured he was still in the stereo. And of course, first thing out of my mouth, like, "What the fuck?"
Was he like homeless or something, or just like a young kid?
It was well, we found out later he was a 17-year-old that was on meth, and he comes out of the car, and first words out of his mouth is, "You're gonna die tonight." And I'm thinking, "Fuck me." And I got the remote on the back of my short line, and
That's your only weapon of choice?
well, it ain't no choice. I didn't bring it out for as a weapon. And so he's like, "You're gonna die tonight." And I'm like, "Listen, if I had the keys, I'd kick you down the keys, but bro, I ain't got the keys." And he starts coming towards me, and just instinct, just shot on him on a double leg, and picked him up, dropped him on his head a couple times, and this fucker would not stop. And so I went toe to toe with him for about, it seemed like for a while, to the point where Mom darts her head out and like, "What do I do? Call
No, I
911?"
ran down there and I was like, I was looking around, and it just goes to show we were somewhat in the ghetto, because I'm looking and people are looking out their windows, and I'm like, "Call 911, come out here, help us." And nobody came out.
And that's crazy, because it's crazy that you say that, because I watch movies where, girls are getting beat up by guys in the street, and you'll see people look out the window and then just kind of close it like, "Oh, I didn't see nothing."
Exactly just like that.
That's fucking crazy.
Yep.
Fuck those people.
People
Yeah.
are built differently. I mean, but hey, it's just to show that
We
if your alarm
lived
goes
to
off,
tell it.
you got insurance, let that shit go. Because,
Yep.
It was after the fact, though, right?
yeah, well, it's
You had
just
explained
principle.
it.
I mean, I was young and didn't feel that guy had, well, the right. I mean, it's just bullshit. No one needs to be stealing hardworking people's fucking shit.
And so then the next day, Saturday morning, I went to work, new job. And by the time I got off work that evening, we were already moved out of that apartment and into an apartment in Rancho Cucamonga.
Shout out to Ford Expedition. That motherfucker took about 7-8 loads that day.
That's very true.
Beds,
Yeah.
couches,
Everything.
you name it. Dad made it happen.
National Lampoon, fucking welcome to fucking the Tondos. I did it big that day. She came. She's like, "You got us another place?" I'm like, "You said you're going home. I don't want you to go home. I got you another place."
Yo, let me tell you this. If my parents ever ask you to help them to move, do it, because they pay you in beer and pizza, and they also give you some money on the sides. Because I remember that was always a thing. We had so many people always helping us, because it ended up being like, it was like a moving party, but it turned to it would go from a moving party to like a party.
Yeah.
Like before you knew it, it was like we moved everything in, all right, like everything's kind of in the house, not situated, but it's all in the house now. Let's fucking have a good time. And I remember moving at the time when I was younger was fun, because it was like I knew it would end with everyone just getting drunk and just telling crazy stories and music and stuff, and like staying up late for me.
Always.
so yeah.
Party.
But going back to it, didn't you say that at one point you were beating the guy up so bad that when the cops showed up, they thought you were the one breaking into the
They
car?
put me down to my face. They slammed me. They made it clear to me, "Don't move." Put the cuffs on me, and
And I'm screaming, "It's not him. The guy on the floor is the one that's my husband. He's the one who got attacked by the guy trying to steal something out of our car." And then finally something, I don't know, they just felt like, okay, they let Dad go. And then they wouldn't even touch the guy. They threw Dad the cuffs to put him on him. Weirdest thing ever, but that really happened.
That did happen.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, just yeah. So don't mess with this guy.
Well, no, that's why I said, like, just growing up, I always heard crazy stories, and obviously I believed Dad, but they were just so crazy that I was like, I don't know, though, you know? And then just meeting all his friends, like, without Dad even having to bring him up to be like, yo, did your dad ever tell you this story or this story? Or, like, the time when, you know, what was it, the guy was flirting with you or said something to you and Dad threw a hamburger at him?
Oh,
What was that?
was
that
like
was her
junior,
boyfriend.
That was junior high.
Yeah, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. And, like, I remember...
Like 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know exactly who it was, but I remember someone telling me, like, did
Remember
you
what I said? If you want it, get it. Fuck that shit.
And he got it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So we've gone on long enough, but I have about 3 questions. I think these are good. First off, do you guys remember? I don't know if you guys do. Michael Wiggins went to
Yes.
high school with him, white boy.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I
So he
do.
made me that right there.
Yeah, I saw that. Uh-huh.
He asked. He has a question. He said, 1. It's 2 questions. How long have they been together, and what's their secret to a successful relationship?
Oh, how sweet of him. So, wow. Okay, so as Dad would say, long story short, we were friends in high school, and wow, this is raw, huh?
It's not that hard.
You could just tell me how long you guys been together. You don't
Oh,
have to-
okay. But well, married, but going on 22 years, and together 21, and we've known each other since we were in 6th grade, going into 7th grade.
Oh shit.
And I would say the secret too, it's trial and error, and just talking, being on the same page, being 50-50. I don't believe in he should do it all or that I shouldn't do anything. And as long as we keep it 50-50 and we keep it open, and I believe that is our secret, and have dreams together.
Do you have anything to add to that, Dad?
Fulfill those dreams. Don't just have them. Fulfill them. And at the end of the day, don't go to bed without being happy, in the sense of, if you do go to bed without being happy, wake up and fucking get over it. It's a new day.
Yeah,
I really believe in that.
he does.
I've seen that many of times. Not with just you guys, but just things you guys have told me, and then just in my own relationship, just kind of like, you know, it's been said and done. Wake up, it's a new day, start over, fresh new page.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, there you go, Wiggins.
Yes. Good question.
This is from, I don't know her full name. Her Instagram name is work_s. Did they ever have the sex talk with me? And if so, how old was I? And for me, I don't think I ever had, like, we're going to sit you down and give you, like, the birds and the bees. It was kind of just, like, in life.
Here's a banana. Let me show you how to put a condom on. Dad did that.
At, like, what, like
I
5 or
lost
6?
my shit.
5
Like,
or 6 or something, right?
I don't know.
6 or 7.
6 or 7.
But it was something, like, I knew, like,
And
it
I was
wasn't,
like,
like
why are you telling him all
Yeah.
this already? Well, I'd rather him know it from us than out on the streets. And from that day forward, I think, I don't know if it's because I just have all boys, that we've been pretty open about everything. I mean, everything. Lost some porn. Jordan had it in his drawer. So let's just say, and what were you, like 10, 11?
that was when we were living at the house by the church,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah, and we're looking high and low because we were worried, and yeah, lo and behold,
And
I'm
it was
I'm putting away your laundry, and there it was,
It was a VHS, by the way, too.
VHS.
I still kind of miss
I'm
that
just wondering
tape.
why the fuck you were worried. Did you forget a move or what?
I don't even remember. Like, now I think about it, that was like probably like the worst place to put it because you did my laundry. I think I hid it in like my underwear drawer or sock drawer, so it's like
that's where I found it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, crazy kid.
Yeah. But no, yeah. So like I said, I don't really think I ever had the sex talk. It was more just growing up. It was just kind of like, this is what'll happen. if you do this, you know, wrap it, you know, stuff like that. And it was just something like, I think kind of helped instead of like, because now, I mean, I don't know about now, but I feel like when people say like, if they hit this age, then you tell them, it's like kind of awkward.
There is no age.
Yeah, and it's
when you're ready to tell them.
Yeah, and I think it worked out that there'd just be certain movies we'd watch or certain things we'd hear about, and you guys would just break it down for me instead of just one day where you just unloaded all this shit on me. Like I remember, we went to go watch American Pie 2.
Oh gosh.
In theaters, and
we just watched the reunion.
Oh yeah, it's on Netflix. But yeah, so I remember, and if you guys don't all know, like I have very young parents for my age. Even growing up, like I've always had the youngest parents, and I always thought that was normal until I found out that there was like some of my friends had like their parents looked like they were like their grandparents. It's like what the hell? So I don't know when American Pie 2 came out, but I was pretty young, and I remember going to the movie theater with you guys, and they were like, you know,
it's pretty graphic.
They're like, it's pretty bad. Like your parents. Like his parents should be with him, and you're like, we are his parents, and they're like, oh my bad, I thought you were his brother and sister. And then even then they were like, I don't know, like you might not want to take this kid into this movie.
You were the only kid in the theater.
And I had already watched American Pie, the first one, so I was like excited for. I love those movies, and so if just you guys can refer to that, like that's kind of how I grew up. And I remember watching those, and it wasn't like I think it was cool that, and I didn't even know it was a thing, but like kids growing up, they couldn't play like certain video games, or they couldn't
close your eyes because they're kissing.
Yeah, like weird stuff. And like, even as a little kid, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with it? You know? But I think it's that you guys gave me the understanding, like that's like what they do. That's like they're like when they've hit a certain age where they do that. And if you do it, like this is what'll happen, like stuff like that. So I think I had that in my head. So it was like, okay, well, I'm only 10. Like I'm not gonna do that yet. You know, I'm not ready. So, but I still was able to enjoy things like that, or play, you know, certain video games, you know, Twisted Metal, like Grand Theft Auto, like shit where like, you know, you would kill people and stuff. Like it wasn't like I was like, oh shit, this is like, I didn't think it was crazy at all. I thought it was normal.
Look at your brother. He played all the games too. We never really stopped him. So.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I guess there wasn't like an age. It was just as I grew up, the things I watched, and I think that was even better, like I said, than unloading it all in one day, where it's like, this is this, and I'm just like, oh, fuck, what the fuck? It was just as time went on, and I think it was cool. Like, it worked out perfectly.
So how are you going to have the talk with your kids someday?
I'm just going to leave that to Grandpa.
Are you sure?
I just tell them straight out, sex to grow up. So you have a kid, you grow up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's ours too.
There you go.
There's no ands or buts about it. Go get a job.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Or if it comes down to it, then I'll just do what Dad did. And I'm just going to let him watch these movies, and as the scenes go on, I'm going to pause it and
I only had
explain
boys.
that
I don't
scene.
know how to explain it to a girl, but...
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I was
Yeah.
lucky. I had boys, so...
That is true. Yeah, I don't know. That's something
to my goddaughter out there, Isabel Ortega, she'll tell you, I cannot say no to that girl. And so, that being said... I'm sure glad you guys are men or little guys, because that girl crying, what can I do to make it go away?
But that is true, yeah. Like we've only been brought up with boys, so when I have my kids and I end up if I do have a girl, it's gonna be like, whoa, you know, I can ask you guys, but at the same time, it's like, ooh, we never really.
I wouldn't know either.
Like I tell every other man, buy another gun, because there's nobody gonna disrespect our family, especially no young lady.
That is true.
Yep. And one last question I want to do with. I think this is a good one. This is by Angelina_Skyfit. If y'all were given a hall pass in your marriage, would you do it, and who would it be? Do you guys know what a hall pass is?
I know exactly what a hall pass is.
Just making sure, because from last episode I did with Saida, a lot of people don't know what that was. So I had to explain it, yeah. So once again, if you guys are listening, a hall pass is just you give your significant other, whether you're married or boyfriend, girlfriend, you just, okay, this weekend, you do whatever you like, you have fun with whatever you like. But I feel like in this situation, it'd be fun if it was a celebrity. At least someone we can, you know, not just, oh, so-and-so down the street. Like, a celebrity.
So-and-so down the street. Okay.
So, I don't know. First off, this is all hypothetical.
All right.
Would you guys?
Why are you looking at me? Shit,
It's for both of you.
I'm trying to think about it. And I
Mine
mean,
would be Matthew McConaughey.
That's a good one.
All he'd have to do is talk to me the whole time. That's it. He don't even have to touch me.
Just
talk
say,
to me.
all right, over and over.
All right, all right, all right.
All right.
Or I have this one say
I
where
feel
he
like-
says, Happy Mother's Day, Mamacita, or something.
Oh, I saw that video where he did like a Happy Mother's Day to all the
Yeah.
moms.
Yeah.
Dad sounds like he wouldn't mind that either. He's like, yeah, Matthew
Yeah.
McConaughey sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I don't have nobody I want to be with because of any other reason. Other than
Oh,
I
he's so
don't think about
perfect.
it. It's not perfect.
I'm
I
so
mean,
bad.
don't get me wrong. Take him to the strip club and she got nice titties. I'm gonna fucking play with him. I mean, but
True
a
that.
a hall pass for what? I mean, I don't want nobody else. I mean, the truth is it's just the way it is. I mean,
So horrible.
but it's like, but don't get me wrong. Fuck, I'm gonna get some titties. I'm at the titty club.
No, I
Babe,
got you.
babe,
Yeah.
you can spank me for that later.
Okay,
Okay.
she said it. You guys got on film, right? Shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know, man. I mean, truthfully, I was thinking about Wonder Woman because she has a little accent,
Oh,
the new
Gal
Wonder
Gadot, I think her name
yeah,
is.
but
It's a
she
really
ain't
tough
got
name.
no titties, so it's just.
Yeah, that's very true.
And I don't feel no
Shoot,
booty. I
even
don't see
I'd
no,
go with her.
I didn't even see no booty on it, so I mean, I don't know. I'm looking for some booty and some titties, but I can't think of anybody off the top of my head right now. Just because because she looks snobby. Thinking about your girl, what's her name? Adriana.
Ariana Grande.
But she ain't got nothing either.
Oh,
Fuck that shit.
yeah. That's
She looks like
But-
she stinks, though.
Ariana Grande? You always say that about a lot of girls.
You
but
do.
Sometimes I get what you're saying because there's certain actresses or like just girls I see in general like she looks like she could stink. What about Salma Hayek?
Yeah, she getting old.
But she
She getting old. Fuck that shit.
so you're looking for something like younger maybe?
I'm thinking about someone with some big ass and some big titties. I mean, and can give me a hell of a show. Because I ain't fucking dipping. So
What about Cardi B?
Fuck that. She's fat as fuck. She is fat. She ain't fat in the right. She got some right place, but I swear there's some implants there. I don't know. You know what? Oh, and I don't know that. Oh, I told you that girl from. She's singing that Latin song.
Okay, wait. You said one person. We're like at three
trying
or
to find
four with
somebody
Dad.
else.
So
to
I'm
find-
going to say The Rock.
Okay. Well,
Really?
fucking-
The Rock's kind of getting annoying to me.
I want to watch that, but hey, my point is that
Because he's so
I'm
huge
thinking-
and I'm so tiny.
what's the gal's name? that Latin song. I told you I liked her. That she had it going on.
Not like J-Lo, not
No,
newer singer?
yeah, she's brand new, and Saida knew she was. Saida, you guys both agreed that she had some work done. Either way, it don't matter. It was a Latin
Becky
gal.
G? Carol G?
Either way, it was one of those.
It was
chicks.
Becky G. Becky G.
Yeah.
Becky.
So,
Oh, okay. She did have some work though. So
Yeah,
yeah.
see.
Because I remember seeing her and I was like, she's all right. And then I saw her in another music video, like in a newer song, and I was like, damn, that girl's pretty. And
Damn,
so I was like,
that's
that's
what
the
I
same girl.
All right, so my third one, since we're already at 5 and 6 for Dad, would
Huh.
be Denzel Washington.
Really?
I think his breath stinks. He's got to have fake teeth.
He does look like that.
His breath looks like it stinks.
I don't know. You get me with
You
voices.
better just keep him 6 feet away because that breath might get you. I'm just saying.
He might be able to
There's-
keep me 6 feet away.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Bleep that.
Hey, that's wishful thinking. That's wishful thinking. But there ain't no motherfucker got 6 feet away because he wouldn't be making those kind of movies.
That's
I'm just
true.
saying.
That's very true.
Oh, shit.
Well, there you
that's
go.
a good.
There you go, Angelina. There's your answer.
Oh, boy.
We
Too crazy.
looked for one and we got many.
Exactly.
But thank you guys once again. This is episode 50. You guys have, as you guys have always been since I've grown up, since you guys have raised me, you guys laid it all out there. There's nothing, as you guys see, there's nothing they hide. There's nothing they've ever hid from me. They've always been straight up with me. And because of that, I am the way I am. And I love you guys for that.
We love you.
Thank
well,
you
yes.
for being on my podcast, by the way.
Thank you for
episode
having us.
50.
As well. Yes.
Huge 5-0 for me. And thank you guys for, there's a lot of people that are always messaging. They keep, ever since I told you that, told everyone that you guys are going to be on this, they're like, when are they going to be on? When are they going to be on? When are they going to answer our questions? And here you guys go. I'm sorry it took this long, but it's finally happening. Episode 50. And
Damn pandemic.
I can't wait to have you. Yeah, there you go. And I can't wait to have you guys on in another, because this ain't going to be the only time. So you guys,
There's more.
hopefully you guys got comfy. There's going to be more. I have way more questions. Maybe we'll have you at 100, 150, 1,000. Who knows?
Hell
Sky's
yeah.
the limit.
Hell yeah. And
So-
we'll be right there with you.
Thank you, Mom.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
Dad.
We will.
I love you guys.
Same here.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Slob on the Pod. This is Mom. This is Dad. This is my twin. You guys know this. We're out. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Nice.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.